In today's video, we're going to replace high pressure fuel pump without removing the air intake. It's more convenient to remove intake, but it's still super simple not to. If you have a long crank problem or the fuel pressure of high pressure fuel pump is weak, as well as check engine that has couple of codes as 2FBF and 29DC, this is the most common one. Also the secondary one, P142E, 2FBE, 29DC, 29E2, P030, and more. So any of those codes can be related. The first step is to remove the AC filter, just 2 8mm at the corners and 4 more that go to the cabin itself. Next is air filter and charge pipes, 2 to 20 that go to the front air vent and pull it straight out. Then 2 clamps on each side of the air box, then pop vacuum line of the groove and disconnect from the easy connect line. Since it makes job easier. Now just yank at the air box up, voila, to the throttle body and diverter valves. Twist the gray ring at the base by 90 degrees. They have arrow that will show the right direction to turn. Remove the C-clamp off the throttle body and remove the clamp on another side of the charge pipe and pull the housing out. In the next step, 4 10mm holding the throttle body on the intake. Undo them. Remove the tiny line that goes into the intake as well as another line that comes from the PCV system that attached to the back side of the throttle body. It's a squeeze connector, so sometimes it can be a little pain to remove it. Now we can see the last piece of the puzzle, that is the black box. I used the pick tool to get it out, but better if you use the pry bar. The box carries only wires and it's not the module, so you don't have to be gentle with it. At this point, disconnect the connector that goes to low pressure fuel sensor and high pressure fuel pump. Make sure you disconnect the battery and the engine is not warm. If you want, you can also pull the fuse number 70 and start the car until the engine is stalled. In that case, you will not have pressure in the fuel system. Otherwise, wrap the towel around the fuel line and crank loose 15mm nut. Now we can remove the low pressure feed line with the sensor on it. That is held by a 10mm star socket or E10 screw. Highly recommend replacing the sensor. It's going to be in the description below as well as all the tools you will need for that job. At this point, we are 3 screws and 1 nut away. Under the intake, we have another metal line that goes into the fuel rail. Remove the 15mm nut. You might have a little bit of fuel coming out, so keep towel underneath. Now we need a long 1/4" extension and T30 socket. There are 3 bolts that hold in the pump itself. 2 at the front, easy to spot, same as removing them. And 1 at the back. The back one is in the pretty tight spot. Just use the 1/4" extension with the ratchet. You can see the inexact location. After you are done with the bolts, you can push down on the high pressure pump and it will pop out the groove. You might gonna need to wiggle it a little since the top fuel line sits pretty firm. You can also lose the bolt that hold the line in place, but it's also possible to do it without it. There's gonna be a little oil coming out from the opening, so prepare the towel. Also make sure to clean the area before removing the line and the pump. As you can see, inside we have rectangular gear that goes only one way. So before installing the new pump, align the gear to the same position of the drive. First, thread 2 bolts at the front, same as fuel line at the top. Don't tighten anything yet. Use the long 1/4" extension with a T30 socket, get the bolt on and add some electric tape. In that case, it will be easier to get the bolt in. Make sure you get the fuel lines and a bolt pretty tight, but don't go too crazy. You don't want to rip anything at this point. Reassemble everything except airbox. Make sure to keep the intake housing clean and remove any loose object nearby to prevent it from sucking inside of the engine while you be doing the first start. Pop the fuse back if applicable, reconnect the battery. The first start will be pretty rough, so you might want to turn the ignition without the starting car 2 to 3 times with an interval of 10 seconds. In that case, low pressure fuel pump will build up some pressure. Let somebody start the engine while you with the flashlight looking if there are any leaks or vapor of gasoline. As far as you cannot spot any leaks, stop the engine, install airbox and reminder of the plastic. And we are done. Hope the video was helpful. If so, make sure to leave a like and a subscribe. Ciao.